We're here at San Francisco CrossFit with Nellie Narnett, Kelly Starrett, and we're going to introduce the Hammy Band to you. So here it is.
We see that a lot of athletes have get some high hamstring pathology, right? Right. Especially when the hamstring comes into the insertion.
Right.
One of the things is that athletes are sitting on this tissue all day long, and then also the adductors come in and share a common insertion, and this area gets ugly. And
that's the area he worked on me today. It was brutal.
Son. So what's nice about the Hammy Band is I had been dinking around with Voodoo Floss, and I would not use it at 50% compression, but a little bit less. It would kind of support the tissues.
Right.
Some of the West Side guys used to duct tape hamstrings down.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that's not a good idea.
Shannon Hartnett used to do that. World-class power.
She had to, right? She did.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she was like a Highland Games woman extraordinaire. She was legit. She's from this area.
Yep.
And the problem is that when you put a retinaculum across a tissue that's designed to flex, you end up getting a really hard crease there, and that potentially causes more tearing and some shear at that spot.
It can cause more damage.
It can cause more damage. But sometimes we need to A, support the tissue, and B, if we change the insertional pull a little bit, we can actually, like one of those Chopat straps on the knee, if we just change the angle, we can actually get you working again and normalize. Because those tissues need compression, they need to be moved, but if they're too painful, then you're not going to be able to get some motion in there, right? So what's nice about the Hammy Band, and I love it, is that it actually is, I'll put it up again, get it up in here, is that we can get it up into the leg, right, where we can really support that all the way up in the business, right? You can get up in the business. Don't trap a testicle, you'll know. But what's great about this is that you can support that tissue, change the vector of the tendon load, support it, and it's not so tight that you feel like you need to take it off in between sets. So you can actually get a lot of work done to support that and keep it on.
It's not going to cut in circulation off and stuff like that.
No, and you don't end up having to wrap and unwrap. You can just get enough support. Think of it as like a knee sleeve where we can get some proprioceptive input, support the tissues, you can get some warmth in there, for lack of a better word, and then when you shouldn't obviously have to squat with it forever, but it's a great way to support those tissues. Sometimes you get behind on something or you have a little tweak because we're not perfect squatters.
At Super Training, we've been using it a lot on squats and deadlifts. We also have some other athletes who are just wearing it just to kind of recover from some of their brutal workouts, and the hamstrings are real sore. So that's the Hammy Band. Look into it. Check it out at howmuchyoubench.net.